6 days ago, 14 contestants, some American and the rest Canadian, embarked on an epic journey to win the title of Sole Survivor.
I'm a huge fan of Survivor, but hidden in the grass, I'm one of those snakes, so you just gotta watch out for me.
The theme of this season was very clear from the get-go. It was going to be Canada versus the United States.
If anyone can leave, it can be any of the Americans.
After facing off against starvation, mice, ruling hikes, hidden immunity idols, and their fellow competitors, only 4 contestants remain: Jessica, Amos, Luke, and Raymond. For the last time, immunity is back up for grabs. And now, it is time for the final immunity challenge. The winner of this challenge will be guaranteed a spot at the final tribal council. Alright, survivors ready? Go! This is how the challenge will work. The contestants must put themselves in a sniper-like position. Every part of their body is allowed to touch the ground, except for their head and their knees. They will also be blindfolded. The contestants' goal is to count in their head to 1 hour. As soon as they think 1 hour has passed, they must step down from the challenge. The player that steps down first, after 1 full hour has passed, wins the final immunity challenge.
If Luke wins, we're screwed, but I hope he doesn't. So one of us 3 has to win, so that's the plan.
However, there is a catch. If a player steps down before the hour has passed, they are eliminated. And if all 4 players step down before the 1 hour mark, nobody will win the final immunity challenge. This is without a doubt the hardest final immunity challenge in this series history.
I'm super stoked to be here. Raymond really pulled that out for us, so now we kind of have the power if one of us can win immunity. Who do we want to take to the end? Do we want to take Jessica and probably lose, but have an epic end to this epic season? Or do we want to go with Luke and like fight it out for first or second? I don't know.
Looking at each of the final 4, could the winner of this challenge possibly be Jessica? Since the start of this game, Jessica would constantly find herself in an underdog position. She was the target for basically every round, racking up a combined total of 24 votes against her, despite only attending 8 tribal councils.
This American bitch won't die. Like, get used to it. Like, I'm the girl that lived.
However, her tenacity and drive has carried her to the final 4. But will her luck finally run out? Jessica has been eliminated from this challenge. With Jessica already out, could the winner of this challenge then instead be Raymond? Raymond came into the season looking for redemption. He was confident and fearless, constantly making big moves. Whether it be creating a last-minute alliance just to seize control of the game, or voting out his former ally at the final 5, Raymond has definitely made his mark on the season very clear.
If I make the big move to go with the Americans, people just have to respect the fact that that was probably the best move of the season.
But the question is, has Raymond done enough to be rewarded the title of Sole Survivor?
After I add this onto my resume, I think I can make a very compelling case to be the Sole Survivor.
Out of all the players currently participating in this challenge, winning immunity is most vital for Luke. This bodybuilder from Alberta has without a doubt played the cleanest game out of the final 4. He was the leader of a strong 4-person all-male alliance called the Pink Boys, which consisted of Devon, Matty, Raymond, and himself.
I'm definitely gonna take out one of the girls, and it's probably Jessica.
However, he was blindsided at the final 5 when Matty was sent home over Jessica. His closest ally Raymond was the one who cast the deciding vote. Did Luke make the right move, putting so much of his trust in Pink Boy Raymond? Luke has been eliminated from this challenge. Good job, Luke. And finally, we have Amos. Could the surviving Reelfoot host make history and be the first male ever in this series to win the final immunity challenge?
I'm hoping I'm making my family proud. I definitely don't think they thought I'd make it this far, so I'm excited.
For Amos, it has been a season of many ups and downs, but he has fought hard to get to the Final Four. He holds the distinction of being the last remaining Leopard tribe member, but can he overcome all odds and become the last contestant standing?
My thing is, if somebody is a threat enough to beat Jessica in this game, they're a threat to everybody in this game. I'm ready to rock and roll and finish this game out.
Without a doubt, the ending of this season is going to be epic. The Survivor Battle of BC finale starts now. Matty, Travis Spoky.
Game-wise, I have decided to go with the Americans.
See, I had my case where I can say I'm with the Americans. Jess only played her immunity, that's all she really had. She didn't really do anything socially. She won a few challenges, that's about it. Amos did absolutely nothing. And they're Americans, I'm Canadian, vote for me.
Are you sure? I'm 100% sure. This is on my side. Dude, they came together. They don't trust me. Amos was not that important about man. And I was like nothing. Okay, no. Trust me. I made the final 2 points with them. I have all this trust.
Jessica.
I definitely didn't want it a final. But the fact that I'm the only Canadian and I'm against 2 Americans and the rest of the jury is Canadian just sounds so good to me that the fact that I say, would you want an American to win Survivor Canada? I think that's enough of a case to win it. That's questionable because she only got here because of her immunity. She had no social media. It's just her immunities that got her this far. And we can make that case. Me and you. Since day one. I'm putting all my trust in you. He's with us. 100%. He's with us 100%.
For sure, I have 3 votes. I got Devon, Matty, and Luke. That's 3 out of the 7 that I need. I just need 1 more. The fact that the rest of them are Americans and I'm the only Canadian. Game.
Raymond has been eliminated from this challenge.
So we just finished a challenge where we had to lie down and be the sniper. Amos is he's a trooper. He's going at it still. Me personally, I just thought I'm wasting my time and energy doing this. I think I'm safe for the most part. That might be the cocky side of me, the arrogant side of me, but I trust Amos.
Couldn't keep my neck up anymore. I couldn't keep my neck up.
So close. 10 minutes left.
Well, we had the immunity challenge and we had to play like a sniper. You know, I have a very short attention span, so I was just trying to make up songs with numbers in my head and keep it going. I came within 10 minutes and I just couldn't, my neck, I just couldn't hold it up anymore, so. It sucks to come so close to immunity, but if everything's still according to plan, it should be Luke or Jessica that goes home, so I don't feel like I'm in a huge danger. I feel like it should be good to sit at the end, but hopefully everything goes according to plan and I'm still here after travel and that would be great. Whether or not I get any votes, that's my goal, is just to make it to the end. So I just got one more vote to get through. I know it was around, I was like 12 minutes.
Was it your knees that gave out?
His neck.
Like, because it was going all the way down my back.
Yeah.
So that challenge, last challenge, we just did the sniper challenge. It was super hard. I think I lasted like 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. I went a little bit longer just to see how long I could make it, and then I felt my arms shaking, and then I just dropped. So, I mean, I tried, and that's all I could ask for. I raised mine in the air and I did in Austin.
I went down, I was just like bang bang.
Yeah. I should have done that.
Yeah, I did it in Austin. I like to stretch my back.
I was gonna do that too, but like it's gonna be obvious because I didn't think they would announce it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
So I just lost the final 4 immunity challenge. I mean, there was no way I was gonna go the full hour. Like, my quads were shaking so bad, I felt like I just stepped in ice cold water. At this point, like, they'd have to be complete idiots not to vote Jessica, because, like, you know, I'm a Survivor super fan. I played a decent game, but I wouldn't even get 1 vote if Jessica was there. Neither would they. Like, they have to know that. There's no way anybody could win versus Jessica. She's just too good. And if I get voted out right now, I'm voting Jessica 100% because she played the best game.
Devon might not like me right now. Oh, Devon loves it.
Yeah. We're just talking about how we all have an equal amount of enemies in the jury.
Yeah.
So, like, us 3, it's our best bet to stay together. Because we have an equal shot. Whereas Jessica's just kind of 7-0.
Yeah. Unless we can get a pity vote.
Because, like, if I'm on the jury, I'm voting for Jessica 100%. There's no way.
I do want to keep Luke. But at the same time, Luke has to go, Jess has to go. I got 2 options. I don't know. On the plus side with having Jess out, that means that I'd had a better game in comparison to Luke, and Amos had a better game out of the 3. So potentially I probably could have won. I think I played an amazing game up until this point. It's just a split decision, and it's either I'm gonna regret it or I'm gonna love it. Hopefully I love it. Me and Amos are gonna sit together, and I'm gonna whisper things to his ear. It's probably gonna be a decision I'll make while sitting in the tribal council.
Let's bring in the members of our jury. We have Craig, Garrett, Austin, Natasha, Devon, and Matty voted off at the last tribal council. All right, Amos, could you just give me your rundown on that challenge, how you felt about that?
I was great for like the first half of it, and then I couldn't hold my head up. Like, it was just, the pain was shooting down my leg. My knees were fine, but I just couldn't hold it up anymore, and it sucks because I only had 10 minutes left.
Well, I see something really interesting right now. We have 2 Canadians and 2 Americans in the final 4. Raymond, what are the chances that, you know, there might be a tie happening this tribal?
Probably will.
Okay, well, why don't each contestant just plead your case to your tribe members as to why you should be saved. Luke.
Well, I'm not the biggest threat here. I think if Jessica makes it, she'll 7-0 everybody here. And so that's the only reason why I should stay, because I'm not the biggest threat.
Jessica?
I've explained my case the whole time, and I shouldn't have to do it now.
Raymond.
I'm not the biggest threat, just like Luke said.
And Amos?
I mean, I think we all know who the biggest threat is, and I'm not it, so.
All right. Luke, it's time to vote. I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Luke. 1 vote Luke. Second vote. Jessica. 1 vote Luke.
Savage. Savage.
1 vote Jessica. Third vote. Luke. You're at 2 votes Luke. 1 vote Jessica. The 11th person voted out of Survivor, the Battle of DC, and the final member of the jury is Luke. Luke, can get your torch. Luke, Travis Bacon.
Y'all stupid as hell.
Congrats, you have made the final 3. After all the 6 days of tears and sweat and, you know, sleeping on rocks, you guys have made as far as you can go. The power now shifts to the jury. 7 players who you either directly or indirectly voted out of the game. I'll give you guys a few minutes to think and prepare your jury speech. Jury, I'll give you guys a few minutes to think of a question or a comment that you want to address to the final 3, and then we will have our final tribal council. Everyone is dismissed.
Here's what it is. I'm disappointed in Raymond. You know, I thought we actually had something going on, but I guess that wasn't legit. I'm probably going to be a better jury member just because, like, you know, I'm a huge Survivor fan. So I'm always going to vote for the best player, and if people make stupid mistakes, then yeah, I'm going to call them out on it. Raymond, you know, I thought he was my closest ally, because it's going to be me, Raymond, and Matty, but obviously Raymond chucked both of us out. I don't know why. He wants to be the only Canadian, I guess, but he's going to lose anyway, so congrats, I guess.
So last tribal went as expected. I didn't go home, I didn't think I was, but something told me it was going to be a draw. Raymond stuck to his word, and I'm glad he did. So now it's just us, me, Amos, and Raymond in the finals like we planned at the final 6. Yeah, Raymond wanted to go with us 2 Americans to the end. Luke's comment on the way out, you guys are all stupid as hell, that I'm hoping isn't a reference to me, because there's nothing I did to make him feel that. I think he was aiming that more towards Amos and Raymond. So when the jury asked me my questions, I'm just going to answer them truthfully and honestly. And if they don't think it's true and honest, then that's on them. But I have obviously nothing to lose and obviously nothing to backstab me with. So I'm going to lay it out on the line. If they want to know, if they ask and want to know, I'll tell them. Oh. Hey guys, we made it to final 3. You might want to stop the jury right there so we don't see us with the spin.
Alright, well, here I am. I'm sitting in the final 3, which is still kind of like surreal. It hasn't really hit me yet. I just have to go in there and I guess just be as honest as I can. Like, try to build everybody up. Like, I don't want people to like just praise Jessica, because I think Raymond's done a lot in this game too. So I want to try to make it a little bit more positive, because I think a lot of the jury is a little bit bitter. So we will see how things go. I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted Luke to be here, but cards didn't fall that way, so it's time to catch another game plan. So
what is Raymond's biggest move?
Well, he's wanting to see when the end of things, because that's probably what it is.
Raymond's biggest move is that
just talking to me.
He jumped on my shoulder and then he just stayed there for the whole game.
He voted differently than you in the Austin Tribal Council. He deliberately kept you in the dark on that.
That was fucking stupid too. Jessica's more of a threat than Austin. Why didn't you tell us about your
advantage? Yeah, like, come on, buddy.
So I just voted out Luke and I backstabbed him. I felt like this was the right move at the time, but right now I'm not sure. I feel like I would have had a better shot with Amos and Luke beside me. But I'm gonna live with it. I have a compelling case. I feel like Jess didn't do anything but find idols. Amos didn't do anything but follow. I was the one that made big moves, played the best social game, one of the best challenge people. Overall, the best player, and I feel like I played the best game. Why do they want an American to win? Survivor, Canada, US versus Canada. That's the main point I'm gonna go through. I know most of them hate me by now, and that's the part I didn't take into consideration. I was making big plays, big moves, but I totally forgot about the emotional aspect of the game. They will vote on how they feel about us and the things we've done and the past things we've done to them, and the fact that I backstabbed a lot of people there, I did not take into consideration, and that's where I misplayed it.
Welcome to Final Tribal Council. Let's bring in the members of our jury. We have Craig, Garrett, Austin, Natasha, Devon, Matty, and Luke.
I don't know, it's gonna be tough. Like they could respect my game and how I've played, and I think it's awesome. But how they feel about me might be pretty bad, and that's my downfall. And right now, I've gotta be President Obama and just say the best speech possible. I am the last pink guy surviving, pink squad, pink boys, the boy band. I feel like I'm Beyonce, and I just left Destiny's Child, and I'm the only one left. But I do think I have the best shot at winning this. It's just how they're gonna vote, if they're gonna vote for the best player, or if they're gonna vote with their emotions. I feel like it's not Devon, Austin, Garrett, or Jess that's controlled the game. I was the real mastermind, and after the past two tribals, I hope that they can see that, and I hope they can respect that Survivor is a game of surviving. And I survived.
Alright, final three. You've made it as far as you can go. It's time for you to plead your case to the jury. We will have opening statements, and you must try to convince the jury with awarding you the title of Sole Survivor and the $500 grand prize. Amos, you sound leftmost, so you're going to go first with your opening statement.
I sound what most?
You sound leftmost.
Oh. Am I supposed to just get up, or?
Yeah.
I'll get up?
Yep. Stand up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really have anything prepared. I didn't really prepare anything. I just kind of wanted to wing it. I didn't want to have a big long speech because I'm sure y'all probably don't want to hear it. So basically, I just came in here and I just wanted to have fun and play. And I feel like I did that. I was able to find two idols, which I played in Jessica. So I don't really think I really didn't. I'm just gonna kind of sit back and like let this happen. Y'all know what you can. People that I was with knows I was with them. People who are not, I mean, it's pretty much there. So I don't know. I know what's going on, so I'm not really.
Alright, thank you, Amos. Sit back down. Jessica, time for your opening statement.
Congrats to you guys on making this an awesome season. From the beginning, obviously I was a big target, and I tried my best at the beginning to get the target off my back by trying to win challenges as a team. We won the first one, so that was great, and then after that it was a downhill slope for me. I did what I had to do to make it to the end, finding as many idols as I could, because I knew if I didn't find them, that I'd be in one of your guys' spots, or not even in the jury at all. So I basically just let other people guide me here, because I figured if if I talked to you or not, that you were voting for me anyway. So I did what I had to do, and that landed me in the final 3. So I appreciate you hearing all my answers and complete, and I'm looking forward to your questions.
Alright, first off, congrats to the finalists, my fellow finalists over here. We all deserve to win. It's up to you guys. So I'm just gonna go off track here for a bit. So I've been the captain of my basketball team for the past 5 years. I would say I'm one of the better players. But in my final year, I kind of fell off, I would say. I got busy with school. I got busy with work, with volunteering, and I've always seen them as my brothers, right? That's why I call you. I'll get on with that a bit later on. But so I saw them as my brothers, and then they saw I wasn't going to practice. I wasn't going to some games, and I was like, okay. And they just stopped talking to me at one point. So I went up to them, I approached them, and I was like, hey guys, let me explain to you what really happened. And so I'm here to explain to you my whole game plan and why I got some moves. So first off, my first big move, I would say would be brother Garrett over here. So Garrett, you are a funny guy. I remember the first time I really got to talk to you was when we were together alone at the bonfire. We both stepped out in 2 seconds. We really didn't want to stand in the cold. It was too cold, too dark. Mice was everywhere. Yeah, and so we were there, and I just remember you talking about your picture of you, your girlfriend, your dog. That was cool. Happy belated, by the way.
You took me on my birthday.
I know, but the reason I did that was because you were such a threat, and you have such a good social game that if you were there with me, you'd beat me, 100%. Okay, anyways, but that's that's why I had to get you out, because you were such a threat, and I imagined myself losing to you. Next one would be Brother Austin over here. I know if I drowned in that Fijian whirlpool, you're probably the only person that could save me. So, but regardless of that, again, you're a funny guy, great social game. I say you were one of the guys behind the scenes, totally telling everyone what to do. And it's funny because whenever I talk to you, I'm so convinced on one thing. You come up and you convince me to do another thing. I'm like, why am I listening to this? But because of that, I just had to get rid of you because you're so good at your social game. And again, if you were there with me, you just destroy me. You're an amazing player. My next one would be Brother Matty. This one's tough because we all know, no matter who it is, everyone loses to you. You're an amazing guy. You're probably my favorite person that I've met on Survivor, and I say that sincerely. It's been great to know you, and I remember that one night when we were in Fiji, and we just had a really deep talk, and we just talked about all our problems, and it was just great to know you, to get to know you, and it was really tough to put your name on, because I really love you, and like you said, you're family to me too. And this one is probably the toughest because he was my day one, but Brother Luke, the reason I got you out was because I wanted it to be me and Americans. That makes it so that I'm the only Canadian, and in order for a Canadian to win Survivor Canada, US versus Canada, that would just leave me to win. And I hope you guys think that way too. So that's why I got rid of you. And it was a great 6 weeks in Fiji and Cambodia. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you guys vote for me, I'll let you guys play the ball.
Alright, jury, you have heard the opening statements of the final 3. Now it is time to make a question, make a comment, or ask a question. You can ask all 3 contestants the same question. You can ask each contestant a different question, but you must speak or ask a question. Who would like to go first from the jury?
Yeah, usually you go in order, right?
We're changing things up a bit. Any person from the jury can go whichever order they want. Who wants to start us off? All right, Garrett.
Congratulations, guys. You guys played a great game. You all are very deserving to be there. I gotta say, the 3 biggest ballers of everybody who made merge. So congratulations on your seats. And actually, thank you, production. I really, truly thank you. This was a great experience, and I think everybody, we should all give a big round of applause for what they've done and this opportunity that we got here with them. Thank you, seriously. So Survivor for me it's a game about relationships, friendships, people, right? It's about numbers, it's about idols and blind sides and ultimately entertainment. We want to entertain. But it comes down, the core of the game, it's about relationships and people and understanding the people you're playing with and what motivates them to do the actions that they're going to do. So what my question is for you guys, what do you think we're going to go through every jury member here. What do you think is the motivating thing for them in game and in real life? So we'll start with Craig. Amos, you want to go first?
I think in the game, probably, tell him to speak up. I thought she was saying to speak louder. Oh, okay. I think in the game, motivation, I think for most people is to get ahead. I think the only way at the point Craig was voted out to get ahead was, I mean, at that point it was 3 versus 7, so there was not a whole lot that can be done. But
what about what motivates him as a person in real life?
As a person, I think Craig is one of those people that he is really quiet, but he also has that drive to see the good in people. He has the drive to do well and excel in everything that he does.
Jessica?
Probably to get as far as we can by taking the people that we trust the most. And in real life, I think he's wanting to stick by the people he knows and like just be a good friend to everyone that he
In-game, Craig, I would say that I didn't really get to know you that well, I'll be completely honest with you. The only time we really spent was when we were carrying those bins. But in game, I would say that the motivation for you would be to get rid of the threats, because I know I was number 1 on the list, so my name was thrown out there. So yeah, threats for sure. But in real life, I would say you are a quiet guy, like they said, but I can tell that you're a really sweet guy, really nice, because whenever I talk to you, we'd always have really genuine conversations.
Let's go on to Austin here. We'll start with Ray this time.
Brother Austin. In-game, Austin, what motivates Austin would have to be getting the numbers and getting rid of the threats, because in reality, he knows he has a good shot at this. And if he gets the right people there with him in the top 3, then it's his to take, because I know that's the smart player that he is. But in real life, I know this guy's easygoing. I know that massive party that you do is probably dope, so enjoying life would probably be a good one for sure. And of course swimming, because this guy's my lifesaver if I go into Fijian whirlpool.
In game for Austin, I think his motivation would be to make sure that he has people on his side that he knows he can trust to take them as far as he wants to go. In life, I think Austin, his motivation is helping people achieve their goals, especially with lifeguarding, and making sure that he's happy with what he's doing, and making sure that he makes the most of his life.
I think in the game, Austin, his motivation would be security, whether that be having numbers on his side or having an idol, something that can get him ahead with people that you can trust. In life, I think it's his motivation is the ability to help other people. He does work with kids, and I know he wants to be a teacher. So I think being able to help other people succeed in life as well is motivation.
All right, give us Luke. Start with you, Ray.
Brother Luke, oh man. In game, his motivation was to stick with the right people as well. It was the boy band, the Pink Squad, that he stuck with the most. Very loyal guy. I would know for sure. In real life, his motivation would be, I don't know, it's tough. Motivation in real life, working out, get those guns. Guns out, guns out.
Okay, Luke's motivation in the game is to get to the end. And he's going to do whatever it takes to get there and make sure he has the people and stay loyal to the people he's true to and do not sway from them. In life, Luke is about making sure others succeed, making sure that he helps them get there, and also getting super ripped at the gym.
I think in the game, Luke's motivation is, like I said, to get to the end. I think to stick with the people that he trusts, because to get him to sway away from it is damn near impossible. And I'll be honest, like in the game, we really didn't have personal conversations, so I really don't know a lot about Luke.
All right. How about me? What motivated me in the game, and what do you think motivates me outside of the game in real life?
Brother Garrett, this is kind of a weird one, but for you, what motivates you both in game and in real life would just be your fiance. That's all I'm gonna say.
What motivates you in the game is making sure that you understand the person first before their game plan, to make sure that you truly understand the person that you're playing with. Because if you don't understand the person you're playing with, you don't understand their game plan. And what motivates you in life is your dog Myra, and obviously your fiance, and your willingness and wanting to make sure others enjoy you and your radiance.
In the game, I think it's also your love for survival. I think in life, I don't even know if you're aware of it, but just your ability to make people laugh, the sarcastic wisdom, the way you have of saying things.
So for me, I consider this to be one of the most important skills in the game, to be able to identify the opponent's motivations and be able to navigate with their motivations in mind. And I think the three of you, even in your answers, display that this is a skill that you are way better at than the rest of us. So congratulations, and I wish you guys all luck.
All right, thank you, Garrett. Next jury, let's step up. Matthew,
okay. This game of Survivor is about lies, deceits, and manipulations. Now is the time for the truth. Because if you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory. But if you don't tell the truth, you have to have a very good memory. Now, there is a book that I own. It's called The Boston Rob Rules. And one of the rules is you gotta be yourself. You can't be somebody that you're not. And I think that is one of the qualifications, especially in a game of Survivor. Now, this question is for all three of you, and I'm gonna point randomly. I'm gonna ask it first. In this game, did you represent your true self to everybody in the game, as well as the jury? Or did you put on a fake persona to further yourself in the game? Now I'm gonna start with Amos?
I feel like the person I am inside the game is the person that I am outside of the game. If I lied, it was because I had to, which is part of the game, but I feel like the person I am, the way I am, is the same as I would be outside of the game with anybody.
Okay, Raymond?
In the game, I was myself. I know I have lied, and you guys can see it. Because I had to, like Amos said.
but the genuine conversation we had at Camp Life, that was all me.
Jessica?
I also own the bus house. And I believe in the game, I am, if you want to know something, I'm going to tell you. And if you don't want to hear it, then don't ask me. If I need to tell it, I want to tell you for a reason. I'm not going to just say something just to further or ruin someone else's life.
Well, it's been a great game, and I wish the three of you the best of luck. I know one of you is going to need all the luck.
Thanks, Matty.
Thank you, Matthew. Next jury, Luke.
Fellow jury members, may I present to you Jessica and the two goats. Let's start with Ray Ray here. You rode my coattails to the final 6. Amos, you're my favorite goat. I like you. Jessica, you're the most strategic out of the 3. But unfortunately, your entire strategy was to go off into the bushes and look for immunity idols. So I ask you now, what else did you do besides going into the woods of Cambodia and Fiji and look for jewelry?
Nothing.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you, Luke. Next jury member.
Hey. Alright, congratulations you 3. I'm going to keep this kind of simple. Interpret it how you will. It's Jessica. How?
Because I'm the girl that won't die.
Amos, what?
What did I do?
However you want to interpret it.
Well, I mean, I came in, and I know my name was mentioned at the first tribal council, and I just kind of sat back and let other people throw names out. I came in to emerge, got screwed over,
had to play an idol on somebody, had to create more alliances, had to find another idol and make sure that the person that was helping me wasn't going anywhere, and then making personal relationships. So I feel like I've done that pretty well.
And Raymond, why?
Why? I would interpret that as why I chose these 2. Because when it was the final 5, I had 2 choices. It was the Pink Boys or the Americans. And it's clear that I chose the Americans because I wanted to be the only Canadian here. And the fact that I can choose who to really bring here, and the fact that I brought these 2 here shows that I had control of the game and had a good understanding of Survivor.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Craig. Okay, Austin.
Alright. I have a script here because I suck at policy.
Who wants to go first?
Alright. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's it.
That's all you get. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you? During this game you were rude, disrespectful, and a liar. What can you say about that?
I feel like that's...
Just shut up. Alright, next one. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Doesn't matter. Come on. Alright. Famous Amos. You will always be a dear friend to me. I completely respect you. Can you explain why did you just play a lay low game and what was your strategy?
My strategy coming in was to be myself and make relationships. That's how I am in real life, and I can't change that. And I thought we had a good thing going in the merge, so I thought we were kind of controlling things. Where things fell apart was after the merge, and I kind of had to find a new footing because you kind of like knocked my wind out of my sails. And once Craig was voted out, I had to look for more options, so I had to take my instincts and the relationships I was making and seeing who I could get more in with. So I approached Raymond, and we kind of worked together from the final 9 up until this point. When we get here, I knew when Garrett went home, I played my idol on Jessica because I thought, you know, I needed that number. And then I made relationships enough with Raymond to, you know, make this happen. So I feel like that's my game. I had no other choice but to play a low-key game post-merge because everybody else was so against me and Jessica at that point.
Thanks, Amos. I really appreciate it. Anybody else? Raymond? Yeah? Alright. Okay. I can play the bottle game. Screw the fucking bottle game. For reals. What was your best game move?
My best game move was to take out you. You were the biggest threat, best at challenges, one of the best social games. You just had to go because if you were right here, I'd vote for you. If I was in the jury and you were here, I'd definitely vote for you.
Thank you, Austin. And Natasha.
Okay. So, I just wanted to first thank Jared for the opportunity to join Survival Canada and putting all this stuff together. I think all of us had a really great time, and I'm really proud of all 3 of you for making it here. Good job. I think you earned your spot. Okay, so first I have a question for Jessica and... Okay, this is embarrassing. Raymond, great.
Got my name.
I was gonna call you Raphael, but I know that's... Okay.
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles. Okay, so if you two win the prize, and you can answer this honestly, would you use all of it to fund Amos's tooth replacement, and why?
Yep. Yes, because I'm a dental assistant. And that's what I do for a living. I help people bring back their beautiful smile.
I'll be honest, I don't want to bring this up, but I have like a financial issue. My dad passed away when I was 3, and my mom had cancer 2 years ago. She survived, so that's good. But now she only works about 20 hours, and I'd like to use money for my college funds because I don't really got anything going for me on that. So.
Okay, and Amos, what is the funniest story you can think of right now?
The funniest story, I think I told it in the game. I don't remember who I told it to. But I was going to LA a few years ago, and it was my first ever plane ride. And we were riding, and I was sitting by the window, and then there was a couple of girls on the other side, and we're riding, and I didn't know what a turbulence was. So the plane started doing this, and I thought we were going down. So like I jump up and start screaming, and everybody else is sitting there so calm, and I'm like, what the hell? And like, so the little girl literally just as calm as she could. She's just like, is this your first time? I was like, yeah. She goes, it's a turbulence. I said, it's a turbulence. And so she explained it to me, and about the time I noticed the stewardess was coming at me, I'm assuming to restrain me, I just kind of sat down and just apologized to everybody. But I mean, I kind of caused a panic on myself.
Next time we go on a small plane.
It wasn't a small plane.
It was, okay.
That's the sad part.
She'll give you tips. Okay. Cool. Thanks. And good luck, guys.
Alright, Devon, finish us off.
Alright guys, well, no more questions. I just have a statement for each of you. Amos, starting with you. You have a very kind heart, and you played a very smart game, and you deserve to be here. Congratulations. Raymond, I made a few big moves in this game, but there was also a ton of stuff in this game that I just had no idea about, that I was completely in the dark about. You helped me with my biggest moves, but you also knew about most of the stuff that I was in the dark about. And I respect you for both of these things. From our time on the beaches of Fiji, to when you helped me in my biggest time of need in Cambodia, you will have a friend for life in me. And I think that you would be a deserving winner of this season. Jessica. I had one major moment in this game during the Garrett round, where I had to fight against true adversity, and I felt what it was like to be a true survivor. But you had to fight through adversity in virtually every single round of this game. Your story in this game inspires me. Your spirit in this game impresses me. And more than anyone else I can think of, on the US show Survivor, of which I've seen every season, and on Survivor Canada, of which I've seen every season. I cannot think of any contestant that fully embodies the term survivor as much as you do. You're a warrior, you're a fighter, you're a strong woman, and you know it. And if you don't win this game, I will be gutted.
Thank you, Devon. All right, finally you have heard the jury speeches from the jury. It is time for your closing statements. The last message you want to convey to the jury. Raymond, you can go first.
I was the real mastermind behind everything. Up until the end, I could have chose which way I wanted to go. And just to put it out there, if the pink boy survived, I would have went through. If Devon survived, I would have went through with the pink boy. But because you were gone, I decided to go with the Americans instead.
Thanks guys for your questions. With every question you guys had, I answered them honestly, whether you wanted to hear it or not. That's just how I am. If you want to know, ask. If you don't want to know, don't ask. So I hope you guys took what I did in the game, literally survived every round. 25 votes at 10 tribal councils. So if that's not saying sole survivor, then I don't know what it is.
Thanks, guys. I do want to say one thing to Natasha, because you sat down so quick. I want to apologize. This isn't to get your vote. I just want to apologize because I did tell you I would tell you if you were going wrong, and I couldn't tell you at that point because I had to play that. But anyway, thank y'all all for playing. I really did enjoy getting to know each and every one of you. I might have lied some in this game. I didn't really lie to many because I was always on the phone, so I was just always looking for a way in. But thank y'all for this experience, and I look forward to when this is over.
All right, thank you, final three. Jury, it is time for the jury vote. You guys must cast a vote for a winner. So go up to the voting booth, write down a name for the person you want to see win, fold it in half and place it in the voting area. All right, it is time to vote. Craig, you're up first.
Thanks for playing the best game. I really enjoyed Amos. Sorry. You mean a lot to me. Thank you.
Jessica, you have played one of the iconic games of Survivor. For any real Survivor fan, I cannot fully recommend enough playing on a YouTube Survivor series like this, and preferably this specific one. It has been some of the best days of my life.
I will go get the votes. All right, jury, final three. Thank you for an amazing season. After our 3-year-long hiatus, Survivor Canada is back, and you guys came in full force. I am so proud of you guys. There are 7 votes in this voting urn. You need 4 to win. All right, first vote Jessica. Second vote, Raymond. Third vote, Amos. We are at 1 vote Jessica, 1 vote Raymond, 1 vote Amos. Fourth vote, Jessica. 2 votes Jessica, 1 vote Amos, 1 vote Raymond. Fifth vote, Amos. 2 votes Jessica, 2 votes Amos, 1 vote Raymond. Sixth vote, Jessica. The winner of Survivor, the Battle of BC is Jessica. All right, Jessica, congrats. 500 Canadian dollars for your win.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or 385 US dollars. To all my fans out there, thank you so much. Hopefully you appreciated my gameplay and what I truly had to do to survive with these yahoos. It's been an honor to play with them, and I can't wait to see where life takes me and all of them. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I make an announcement, please? Silence, I kill you.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, so I came into this game as an American with 2 other Americans. One of the Americans is super special. Craig is my boyfriend of 1 year.
Oh.
So, yeah. So this is my boyfriend.
Oh my god!
And we met at a Survivor game a year ago.
No way.
So
nice. Mind blown. Oh my goodness.
You don't know how hard it was to keep up the charade,
that was
even
really
on the
hard.
jury.
So like the first Garrett question, I really knew the answer, but I couldn't say it because I really knew. So
You guys should have slept in the same sleeping bag.
we should have.
Like Colton and what's her face.
So yeah, that was like the hardest lie of all season. So.
Jane,